Welcome back to Six Flags Great Adventure, GEICO PBA Team Shootout. Even match between 900 Global and Team Storm. Keep in mind,
all right, let's take a look at what we missed out on. How about Steve Jarris getting up here on the left lane for 900 Global? Now that's pretty much perfect. Then it was Brian Voss's turn. Could he double up? Watch the friction created here. A little too much hook through the nose for the 3-6. He would convert. Now it's Brian Kretzer's turn for Team Storm. Remember Brian winning his first ever career title earlier this season? A little bit of the lefties there. Leaves the 6-10. He would convert that spare, and then it's all about Ronald Page style. Not bad.
no shortness of the style for Page. And another group over the edge here at Six Flags Great Adventure. A great crowd assembled. Bugs Bunny and Walter Ray Williams Jr. Unbelievable, even in his words, unimaginable. Player of the Year, a record 7th time.
Well, being Player of the Year anytime is phenomenal, and really didn't think it was going to be a possibility. I mean, when you're at 50, things don't work quite as well as they used to. You know, you get a few more aches and pains, and basically was able to keep myself in the hunt with a few good tournaments. It's a big win over Chris at the Masters. It was a huge event, obviously. I'm actually ranked in about the top 10, but the guy who's a world champion, he'd probably beat me about 999 times out of 1,000. I expected to win all the time. In bowling, I don't expect to win because there's so much good competition out here and the formats that we play. It's difficult to win every tournament. In horseshoes, the world champion, he lost his first tournament last month in 4 or 5 years.
Are we looking, Randy, at the greatest player of all time?
Without question. I mean, at age 50 to be Player of the Year for a record 7th time, I mean, it's really unimaginable.
Global kicks out of 10.
And Mike, you heard the strategy after Brian Voss threw that shot and he went high. They were talking to each other. Robert Smith, Brian Voss, Walter Ray chimed in. Yep, it's time to move left. It's time to move left. Make that adjustment. Well, I'll tell you what, that's one of the best the game has ever seen in making adjustments.
Speaking of the best, here's Norm Duke anchoring for his club, Team Storm. Hard rush. And Duke strikes. Storm takes the lead.
Sorry, Mike, you know, Norm Duke has made a living, and a really nice living at that, over the last 5 or 6 years, playing that angle.
Pardon?
Michael Haugen Jr., Randy P.
Yes, sir.
What do you see that's going on with the oil pattern out there, and how does your team look?
Our team looks pretty good. I see the front starting to hook a little bit, and I see that the back ends are getting a little tighter, so we're just trying to get the ball around 1-2 and hopefully get the 10 out, so we'll see if that works.
Michael Haugen up, 6th frame, looking to double and even this up for 900 Global. He owns 2 titles and 11 regionals.
And that might have a chance if it holds. Didn't hold.
Didn't hold, kicks out all but the 6.
See, that one I grabbed a little bit and just checked.
I think Michael Haugen Jr., even though he throws the ball fairly straight, he needs to bump that shot in a bit more, maybe 2 boards to the left, and find a little bit of that oil so that ball will hold pocket.
You see Mike squinting. He said the elements here are a factor. The sun is a factor. No factor is the 6-pin spare for 900 Global.
Clean. I'm gonna strike for the day's over, I think.
Just a perfect day for bowling. Hey, 77 degrees.
Mike, I'm no meteorologist, but I think like 129 degrees, that's hot, isn't it?
That's on the lane. That's on the lane.
Buddy, the player's got to be feeling that. Isn't it coming off the lane and hitting them right in the face?
That's true. Wes Milan. turkeys for Storm.
And here's what makes this tricky. Once the temperature on the lane goes up, oil has a certain viscosity to it, okay? And we all know that when you put oil in an engine, the heat of that engine breaks down that viscosity. Well, the same thing happens out on the lanes. So as the bowling balls go down the lane, as the oil sits there and that temperature goes up, the oil breaks down much, much faster.
Robert Smith with a handful and 10 back.
All right, on the board finally.
Strike for 900 global. They trail by 20.
That was a blind 6.
Head to PBA.com to download PBA Bowling 2 to your mobile device. This revised and updated game for your iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch features the ability to customize bowling balls, oil patterns, and other controls while bowling in one of 3 challenging game modes. The game also allows you to bowl alongside many of your favorite PBA stars. Here's Pete Weber on a turkey for Storm.
Come on.
Dead flush, make it 4 for Storm.
There's our ham bone.
Hey, Pete, Rob Stone's in South Africa doing soccer. There's no ham bone here.
Well, that's all right, Randy. I got to give it anyway. You're sitting there, so might as well give it to you, too.
You know what? I love it every time you do that. That's awesome. Thanks, Pete.
No problem, Randy. Thank you.
We are the proud recipients of our ham bone from that man, PDW. And we'll be back at Six Flags for the continuation of this 900 Global versus Storm Tilt. Come on back.
Come on. Yeah, baby. There's our ham bone.
Nice shot, man.